In this unit, we're going to look at scatter plots. So a scatter plot is a graph of plotted points to show the relationship between two data sets. So the one below here, it's comparing heights with shoe sizes, and each point represents a person's height and their shoe size. So a trend would be the general direction in which the values in a data set tend to move. So for example, in the scatter plot example that's here, the trend would be up and to the right. And that's like, the data points don't follow that line perfectly, but that's the general direction in which they're going. The independent variable is the variable that's being changed, and it's graphed on the x-axis. So in this case, the independent variable would be the height. And what we're doing is we're finding people with a number of different heights. So we are changing the height for each person we look at. The dependent variable is the result when the independent variable is changed. So each time we find a new height, we also find a new shoe size. So the dependent variable would be the shoe size in this case. So the height is graphed on the x-axis the independent variable is graphed on the x-axis or the horizontal axis, and the dependent variable is graphed on the y-axis or the vertical axis. So let's look at an example of how to read a scatter plot. So this scatter plot shows Olympic men's weightlifting records. The independent variable, which is the x-axis variable, is the class, which is basically how much does the weightlifter weigh, because weightlifters are divided into class based on their weight. So it is in kilograms. And the dependent variable, the one on the y-axis, is how much they were able to lift in kilograms. Okay? So what is the approximate record lift for a 58 kilogram class? So what we do is we find 58 kilograms on the x-axis, which would be around halfway between 55 and 60, 58, and we will go up until we hit a dot. And there's the dot we hit. So that dot represents the 58 kilogram class lifter. And then we come over here to figure out how much weight they lifted. And it's just under 140 kilograms. So we could say approximately 138 kilograms would be their record lift. B says how many more kilograms was the record for 81 than 48. So we would have to find both of those. So the 81 would be just above 80, which would be this dot right here. So I would say he is at about 185. So then if we look at the 48 class, so 48 would be between 45 and 50, which would be right here. And that's just under 120. I might call that 128 kilograms. So to find the difference, we would subtract those. And the difference would be about 57 kilograms. Describe the trend. So again, the trend is what direction is the data heading. And if we look, if we draw, this is what we call a line of best fit, which is a line that kind of cuts right through the middle of the data. And the trend is that the data is going up and to the right. Or as the class is rising, so is the amount being lifted. If there were a 65 kilogram class, how many kilograms might the lifter be able to lift? So if we find 65, I've already drawn this line in here, which is really convenient because I can just go to the line and come over and it's just over 140. So we could say that the lifter in the 65 kilogram class might lift, we could say, about 142 kilograms. And the last one is, could this trend continue indefinitely? Obviously it couldn't, because, as there's going to be a plateau of how big the weightlifters are. It's not going to continue to go up forever. And there's also going to be a plateau of how much they can lift. That's not going to continue to go up forever either. So obviously it can't continue to go up and to the right forever.